Hey, Mufasi here. This is a clip from our full podcast. Go check out the full episodes. You can watch them more on our YouTube or go listen to them on Spotify. Let's hop over to the main event. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline. This match cooked. I thought it was really, really good. Cody and Roman worked together very well. You know, they made it seem like, surprisingly, they didn't really have any turmoil or any like tension between them. They had it started off really slow. They're all four standing in the ring trying to decide who's going to start the match. Cody's like, hey man, I got this. And Roman's like, you sure? And Roman stands out there and he starts off with Solo Sikoa. And then, you know, we had tags back and forth and all this, and eventually Roman faced Jacob, which went so hard. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully at some point, I don't know when, but hopefully at some point we get like a Roman versus Jacob. I think that would go fucking crazy. Yeah, they worked surprisingly well together, and I think where we saw the teamwork come to fruition was towards the very end here, where, you know, chaos kind of happened and they're all fighting each other out, you know, in their own little separate fights, and Cody puts Jacob onto the commentary table to get some revenge, stands up on the turnbuckle, like on the ring post, salutes Roman, and then does his jump. And that's like, hey man, I got your back, finish up the match.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. He did that, you know, he took out Jacob so that Roman could get the W, but not by himself. What happened?
Well, we had the Tongans show up, you know, try to odd the evens out a little bit, and then Michael Cole started being like, hey, there's some dude in a like a hoodie and a bandana that just showed up in front of us.
Yeah.
And for some reason, my immediate thought was Zillafatu. But I was very wrong. It was Jimmy Uso coming back to get his revenge from 6 months ago. They said that's crazy.
WrestleMania. Yeah.
I know.
Jay speared him off the ramp, and Jimmy died for 6 months.
Yeah, man, time's flying.
Well, and the week after when the
Bloodline
turned on him and took him out.
But yeah, Jimmy, you know, causing havoc, trying to even the odds a little more for their, you know, their team, and then Roman eventually gets a spear on Solo, right?
Yep.
And then they win the match, and that's kind of that main event. But what's important to note is afterwards, Roman picks up the championship. Cody's kind of limping around, and he's looking at the championship, and he hands it to Cody, and he's still kind of like, I want this back.
Yeah.
There's still that whole thing lingering, and it's kind of like right when you think it's about to end, Cody goes, oh yeah, hang on.
I want to dial it back a little bit, because I think the other details are important right before this. So what happened before this was Roman is sitting in the ring after the pin. Jimmy's staring at him. He's like, I came back for you, bro. And
oh yeah, I missed an entire part.
A whole segment. Roman stands up. They get the hug. Nice little family moment. They're about to leave the arena. They're walking up the ramp, leaving the ring, and the Bloodline jumps Cody, and they're standing in the entryway. And Jay is like, we gotta go back, dude. You told him you'd have his back. We gotta go back. Roman looks at him. They nod. They run back to the ring and save Cody. I think that is a really, really important tidbit of information
well,
here.
there's still that respect because, they have a common enemy.
Yeah, they have
And
a common
I think it
enemy,
would be-
and Roman gave him his word, that he would have his back.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then after that,
Yeah.
they have their moment where Roman holds the title, says, this isn't over kind of thing, hands it to Cody, and Cody holds it up, and kind of like right when you think the show's about to end, Dwayne Johnson's music hits, and we have Dwayne, the final boss, Rock Johnson Maivia,
That's
comes
him.
out. And he comes out and he's holding the People's Championship. Oh, yup. I like that he's holding that. I think that's so funny because literally, who gave it to him? Like Muhammad Ali's wife?
Yeah.
He didn't win that. What? It's kind of like the modern day FTW championship.
It kind of is. Imagine
It's
there's
just
a
like,
match
where did
for
this
it at
come
some
from?
point.
Oh my god. Oh, important detail. There's a new championship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Triple H came out in the middle of the show, real quick. Triple H came out in the middle of the show and said Crown Jewel's going to have a Crown Jewel championship every year where the world champions on both the men's and the women's side go head-to-head.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Survivor Series style match, but now because they stopped doing that because it's War Games now. This is how they do that. And I like this format where like the belt doesn't really mean anything, and they do that at the Saudi events every year. They do some kind of like trophy or thing that doesn't, like Undertaker in 2020 won the like 2 waterfall mountain whatever the fuck, and you didn't see him like paraded around or anything, or like the Greatest Royal Rumble and they did the 50-man and Braun Strowman won.
Yeah.
But it's something similar to that, but now it's like we don't have to dedicate Survivor Series to champion versus champion matches. We can just do this, small little showcase and then actually have some kind of trophy showing that you won.
Yep.
And then Survivor Series can kind of just be all about War Games, which I love.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like, speaking of championships that might not necessarily mean anything. He's out with the people's championship or whatever, and then he does 1, 2, 3 with his hands. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. He's saying he's gonna pin him or something.
I don't know. Last time we saw him, he whispered something to Cody, and first he was like, "Hey Cody, mind if I hold that?"
Oh yeah.
He gave him his championship, and then he whispered something to him, and then that was that. And please, just remove Cody from this whole thing. At this point,
Bro, he's stuck in it. They're not removing him.
no,
He's stuck in it.
no.
He is stuck in this story until Roman is gone from the WWE.
Or until someone loses, and that someone is him.
Yeah.
You gotta get. You just.
He is tethered.
It's not helping him. I told you, he's getting cucked. He's getting cucked, and he has since the beginning. Since fucking Royal Rumble. Since The Rock joined TKO board.
That is the consequence of Cody winning at WrestleMania. That's what I say.
And it's interesting, too, because originally, again, that wasn't the plan. They were going to just take his Royal Rumble win away, basically. And now they're like, okay, here's how you'll get your moment, you'll get to win. But now, for a whole year, you have to fight against the same fucking
and get
5
cucked.
people. Yeah.
Hey, it's what we asked for.
It's what we well, not that part. We wanted him to fucking win the Rumble and rub-a-dub-a-bub-a.
Rub-a-dub-a-dub-a. Yeah, you're right.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Cody in the tub getting fucked.
A couple more important details after the show. WWE relied on the fans for a heel turn. Cody and Kevin Owens were out in the parking lot next to Cody's bus, having a little conversation that turned into an argument that turned into Kevin pushing Cody, Cody pushing him back, and Kevin beating the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Oh my god, yeah. No cameras were on them.
No cameras,
They
just
just made
fans
sure-
watching down. They made sure they had fucking 50 fans looking at this shit so that someone could record it and post it to Twitter. And that is exactly what happened.
Imagine not being on the internet and just being like, wait, what? And like you tune into SmackDown and you're like, wait, what the fuck
They're gonna
happened?
show it on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They're gonna post.
I like it.
Yeah. I love
like
this. I love it. It goes into blurring the lines, you know?
Yeah, and we saw it coming too.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens was bound to turn.
Yep.
He finally did.
And he did. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh my god, they should have did this in front of a crowd." I completely disagree. I think this was a really good way to do this.
They never do anything. This is the first time they're doing something like this.
Right.
Where like, you know, and it's new, it's fresh.
And I think, and that's something that has been happening in the Triple H era. We're having new, fresh takes on things, taking risks, and they're working. I loved it. I loved this, and I'm excited to see what happens on SmackDown. Because I'll be there.
If anything, they could just have... if anything, they could just have Kevin Owens show up and do the same thing. But this time, there's no, like, build up to it. It's just him showing up and wrecking Cody.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, it's established, like,
right,
for sure. You know?
Yeah.
That's not that hard to do. It's just like, okay, there we go.
I would like to see... You ready for this one? Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
No.
I would like to see that.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because Cody needs to get away from that.
He's not gonna accept it.
I'm not gonna accept it and then be like, oh, here's this dream booking. This would be great. Like, no. I thought this should be it for Cody. He already was like, I don't want to be in this match, but I guess I will.
He's tethered, and The Rock just came back, which means he's tethered even more.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it okay.
He's tethered even more, bro.
That does not make it like, am I just supposed to accept this terrible fate of Cody?
Yes. Because it's going to be this terrible until he loses the title.
Okay, I guess I'm not going to watch SmackDown then.
No, you have to. I'm going to be there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll see you on the TV.
Guys, I'm going to be on TV. I got good seats, and I'm on the hard cam side.
Did you actually get... Did you get good seats, or, like, are you going to be, like, right above hard cam?
No, I think it's going to be, like... I think it's going to be hard cam.
You showed me the row. I believe it's, like, the overlook
right above. Is it right above?
Pretty sure.
Well, it's
usually
the
also
floor.
Like hard cam. Oh, it is floor.
It's the floor, and then it's like 2 rows behind the floor.
I don't think hard cam will see you. Buddy.
I think I'll be like just barely on television. I'm gonna say it.
We'll see. Okay.
I'll be in
not
there.
Not to crush your hard cam dreams,
bro. I'll be.
But I was on hard cam.
I'll be in there for the zoomed out shots.
Yeah, maybe.